I just want to get right to the point and say that winged eyeliner is the worst thing in the whole entire world. Honestly, it looks amazing, but it is such a freaking struggle to get it right. So years and years of searching for like the best tips for winged eyeliner, I finally found the best tip in the whole entire world that saves the day. Before we start, big disclaimer, super sorry if you hear baby Beam in the background. Coco is sitting here watching her show, being very patient, and this is just one of those glorious reminders that there is no such thing as a balance in life when you are a mom and you are working. All right, well, now that that's out of the way, let's start. I want to show the eyeliner I'm using today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner. The color is Blackest Black, and yep, it's just the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner 24-hour wear. I love to use a pot eyeliner for a winged liner. I feel like I have way more control over it, but it's totally on preference. You can use whatever you want. I just prefer to use this. So I'm going to get quite a bit of product on my brush on both sides, and then I'll just get off the excess on the edges of the pot to make sure I don't have like a big chunk of eyeliner anywhere. Alright, here's how we start it. We're ready. You want to start the line in the same angle that your lower lash line is at. What? What did you just say? What the heck? Yes, okay. So this is what I'm saying. Where your lower lash line is, do you see that? We're gonna draw the line actually from right here, not from the top of your lashes and from the top of the eyelid. We're gonna do it at the bottom. You're gonna see why. This is the most important step, hands down, in this whole process, okay? So I have my liner on my brush. I see where my lower lash line is. You see where that line is? You feeling it? We're not going from here and going out. We're kind of going up. And I'm going to close a little bit. And I'm just going to draw a really thin line up. I did it. It's kind of scary doing it on camera. So you can see that that line, let me get close, that line is not from my top lashes and going up, because my whole eyelid is going to completely annihilate that line if I did that. So now I have the start of my winged liner. This is the easiest and the funnest part. So I'm going to get a little bit more eyeliner on my brush and then close my eyes, and I'm going to go about like halfway from that line, and I'm gonna pull it all the way down my lid. So I'm starting halfway from that line, and I'm pulling and dragging. You see that? Now I'm going to connect that just a little bit, just like that. Do you see how this wing's starting? Looks really good. And I'm going to just fill in with a little bit of extra liner that empty spot. The nice part about doing eyeliner this way is that when you always want to start from the bottom of your lash, but you can do it even higher. Like you can almost go a little bit straight up to get like a really like sassy cat eye. I like mine to go out a little bit more since my eyes are so round and almond shape that they are the biggest right in the middle. So I do like to elongate them a little bit more to make them not look so massive. So I do pull mine out a little bit, but you can put that line like this. You can pull it up more. Do you see what I'm getting at? I really hope this is helping. So I'm going to move on to the next eye, and I have my liner in hand, this tiny little how you doing brush. Now that I see my lower lash line and where I want to draw my line, I'm just going to close my eyes. Coco. And draw just a small line. Make sure it's matching that side. Okay, now I have both sides, like the lines, done on this side. They might not be always the same, but you can totally fix that. I'm telling you though, doing it from the lower lash line, your lines will be way more symmetrical than if you try to do it just on the top of the lid. So these look pretty darn good. All right, I have my line drawn, and now what we're gonna do, I don't really touch the end of the line at all for my wing. You want it to stay like really feathered out, so I never add any more product on it. If anything, I'll go in with like a Q-tip and make it even more narrow. So I don't touch that bad boy at all. So halfway from that line, I will take my eyeliner brush and I will pull eyeliner from halfway from that line all over my lash line. Just like that. So obviously doesn't look as great as this side because we gotta fix it. So I'm going to connect those like that, just a little bit. Perfect. And then I am filling in that sad hole. Just like this. And adding more liner to my brush, I am just going to fill in my upper lash line with some eyeliner. And make sure that both sides match. They look pretty good. Now I'm going to clean off the rest of the liner that's on my brush and then just touch up any parts that I feel like need a little more love. So I obviously need to fill in this little gap right here. Okay, so you can see that this wing that I did obviously goes out a little bit more, and you can always go up, but honestly just follow your lower lash line and close your eye and kind of create that line from the lower lash. If I'm telling you, if you're trying to do it from the top and creating this, it just feels super funky and it's not gonna work. So try doing it from your bottom lash line, closing your eye and creating that line. The nice part I said about liner is that you can totally take it off. So if you mess up, just take a wipe and wipe it off. I do it all the time. This side is not the best. I'm not as proud of it as I am on this side, but you know what? It looks fine. It looks good. My lines are the exact same, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So that is how I do my liner step by step. It's super simple if you just go from your lower lash line and you go out. You can go up a little bit more to create a more like defined cat eye, like really sassy vibes. But I just did a nice long looking liner. So now I'm gonna pair it with some lashes, and I'm gonna wear the Gabriella lashes today. These ones are just a really nice and easy everyday lash style, so I will go with these. So I'm gonna use a brush on glue and just apply a thin strip of it on my lash band. So just the part of the band that's actually gonna touch your eyelid is where you wanna put your glue. So I'm gonna do that one and then my next one, and then I'll let this dry for about 30 seconds. And then I will put my lashes on and I will be good to go. Okay, now that my glue is pretty much dry / tacky, I'm going to look down into my mirror and place that lash right on top of my lash line, just like that. And then I will pinch it onto my lash line so that it stays in place all day. Next lash, gonna look down into my mirror, place that lash right on my lash line. And then I'm just going to pinch it on to make sure that it's stuck. And those are all the tips that I have for eyeliner. That's it. That's all I have. But in all seriousness, I hope that helped you out. I know that winged liner is just the absolute terror of makeup, but it looks glam. You could wear just winged liner with like a little bit of glitter on your eye and you look like fabulous. It just looks amazing. So I hope that this helps you, and just practice. I mean, like liner, you just wipe it off if it doesn't work. But start from the lower lash line and draw that line. I'm telling ya, it helps a ton. Now I'm gonna go give my baby some attention, and I will see you guys in my next video.